Hi, my beautiful queens and kings. This is your one and only Queen Dish here. Happy Wednesday, right? Happy Wednesday. I'm on a little later tonight because I had something to do, but I am here. I'm absolutely here. This week, it's the week for the men. I'm here for the kings. So, as usual, I alternate between weeks. So this week is for the men. I'm doing a Kingness Tip for my kings, excuse me. And then, of course, next week I will do and go back to my queens. So for my wonderful gentlemen, it's your night. It is your night. So any of you that may not know me or haven't seen any of my tips, I am an author. I'm a poet. I'm a speaker. I dance, and I'm a model as well. But I'm the author of Kings Don't Settle, a book of poems to empower men, which is available on Amazon. Here is the book, Kings Don't Settle. Let's see, there we go. Kings Don't Settle, okay? I'm also the author of No More Broken Records, 5 Tips to Change Your Tune and Transform Your Life. No more broken records. No more broken records. Okay. And lastly, of course, my ladies, Queens Don't Settle. Author of Queens Don't Settle, book of poems to empower women. Okay. So they're complements to each other. Okay. They are complements to each other. But again, tonight I'm doing a tip for the men. It's the men's night. Okay. So what I typically do is I don't read the poem, okay? You gotta get the book. But what I do is I do the tip based on the reflection that is in the book. Both of my books, or all of my books really, are reflective books. They're reflective. So I have some reflections in here. And tonight, I'm going to be doing a tip from the poem called She's Waiting. Okay, I'm doing the reflection from the poem She's Waiting. Okay, so this particular poem, I mean, it's called She's Waiting, fellas, so hello. But the reflection has to do with you thinking about that special someone. If you're wanting to be married, you could be thinking about your wife. If you're single and you just want to be in a relationship, a long-term relationship, it could be your life partner. I know everybody doesn't want to be married, so whether it's wife, life partner, life partner, that's fine. That's totally fine. But the reflection itself, the question I ask you is, what would it feel like to know that special someone is waiting for you? Okay, think about this, fellas, my kings. Okay, there's a woman out there for you. There's absolutely a woman out there for you. But I also ask you, do you believe that she's out there? Do you believe that she's out there? Because your thoughts, okay, your thoughts, what's going on in your mind, your thoughts create your reality, okay? And if you have a belief that, there's no good women or you're never going to find her, well, then that's what you put in your mind. And so your mind is now going to look for evidence that she doesn't exist. Because whatever you put in here, it's what's going to show up out here, as in the physical world, right? Okay, it's here first, like here, inside, it's inside out. Okay, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world, okay? So you have to believe that she exists, okay? You have to believe that she exists. She's waiting, okay? She's waiting for you. What you are seeking is seeking you. She's waiting for you, okay? But, I want you all to think about what does that feel like? You know, our feelings help us draw things to us. Our feelings, like they emit a frequency, okay? And so I want you all, fellas, to think about, I want you to imagine what it would be like if you had that special someone in your life. What would that feel like for you? What would that feel like for you? And I want you to feel those feelings as if they already existed, because it helps you to draw in your feelings. Okay, when you're feeling good all the time, it helps you to draw in the things that you're trying to manifest in your life. Like energies are real. Hi, Inti. Energies are real. You know, I know some people feel like it's like woo woo stuff, but like just no different than, you know, good vibes, bad vibes. Like it's the same thing. You know, energy, good energy, bad energy. Like energy, honey, everything has a vibration. Trust me. Okay. You can call it what you want, but everything has a vibration. And so your feelings, they do. Those are frequencies. Your feelings are frequencies. And if you, thank you, I love you right back. Your frequencies, your feelings are frequencies. And so I want you fellas to really think about, just think about what would it feel like if you had the love of your life, you know, in your life? What would that feel like? What would that feel like? Can you just imagine, you know, being able to come home to a woman that you love, that you actually like, you like, you know, and you love and you're in love with? What would that feel like for you? What would that feel like? I imagine, I mean, it'd be a great feeling, you know? So I want you to feel like, I want you to feel those feelings. Some of the exercises that some other sort of spiritual teachers and other people in sort of the self-help industry per se, we have different techniques as far as like visualization, meditation, of course, but visualization. I absolutely believe in that. And one thing that some of us do, and some people, of course, you know, teach, is even for like no more than 10 minutes, okay? No more than 10 minutes. A lot of us do it in the morning, but you know, if you do it at night, that's fine too, okay? But you want to visualize, you know, what you want your life to look like. So if we're talking specifically about, you know, this incredible woman that of course you are worthy, fellas, you are worthy, my kings, you are worthy and deserving of, okay? Good men, okay? This book, this book right here that I wrote for you all is for good men, the good men. So I know that my kings are good men. You guys are good. I know that, okay? So you are very much worthy and deserving of all of your heart's desires, and that does include love. It includes love, okay? So something that we talk about is visualization, okay? So if we're talking specifically for relationships, okay, for her, for you to manifest her, okay, you can visualize for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, hey, Juan. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't get to see you at Lori's thing yesterday. I swore I saw you walking outside, and I was like, it looks like him, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say anything. And then I saw the picture afterwards, and I was right. So sorry about that, but, you know, I will see you at the next event, okay? You know, still love you. Still love you. But anyway, yes. Feeling, yeah, visualization, okay? So visualization, if you're only going to do 5 minutes, even if it's just 5 minutes, right? Imagine taking those 5 minutes and your sole purpose is to visualize what it would feel like, what it would look like if you had that special someone in your life. Okay, what would that look like for you? What would that feel like for you? Okay, even if it's just 5 minutes, okay, gentlemen, 5 minutes. Visualization works. It works. Like, not only do I, of course, have my vision boards, but I have a mind movie that I watch as well. Okay, it's like a moving slideshow. Okay, but visualization, that's just, I mean, that's essentially what it is. Okay, you're thinking about and visualizing your ideal life, or you're thinking about and visualizing, you know, your dream wedding, your dream marriage with this wonderful woman. 5 minutes, no more than 10, no more than 10. But you know, this great life, okay, this great life with everything that you want in it, and this beautiful, wonderful woman, her, okay, her. Not, don't just think about it. I want you to think about it, but like think of the feelings. I want you to also include the feeling. Reina, yo soy reina. Yes, sí, yo soy una reina. Um, but yes, I want you to think of the feelings, okay? The feelings of that. So you can be thinking about her, okay? You can be thinking about her. Just, again, if you want to start with 5 minutes, that's okay. But I absolutely believe in visualization, okay? 5 minutes. And it doesn't have to be in the morning. A lot of people do visualization in the morning, but you can do it in the afternoon. You can do it at night, but just do it, okay? Fellas, do it. You've got to do something different. Some of you need to do something different. You need to incorporate some different habits, doing something different, right? So you can get a different result. Okay, if you are not doing that, I would encourage you. I would encourage you to visualize, to start using that, okay? 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, okay? It's just a quick, you're just gonna, wherever it is that you wanna be, I would say, you know, somewhere quiet, but just 5 minutes. You can even put a timer on, okay? Because I don't want you, like I said, to be thinking, just thinking, because then a lot of negativity will come in. Like, no, you want to be very concise. I'm giving myself 5 minutes. I am going to visualize the woman of my dreams, okay? These are the Kingness tips. It's the night for the gentleman. I do the women next week, okay? Remember, I alternate weeks. So this is the week for my kings, for the men, okay? So men, her. We're talking about the reflection based on the poem She's Waiting, okay? So your dream woman, your dream wife, the woman that you want to manifest, this wonderful, fabulous, fantabulous queen. Hello, queen, my queens, okay? So your queen is out there. She's waiting for you, okay? But what are you doing? What are you doing to help draw her to you, okay? Yes, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, okay? And while we women, okay, of course, we have to make sure that we are in a position essentially to be found. Guess what, fellas? You also have to be making sure that you are putting yourself out there to be in a position where you can find her, because she's waiting. She's waiting. Okay, so it's just something else that will help you in drawing her into you. Okay, visualization, just thoughts. You're simply thinking about her. We're just specifically talking about the relationship right now. But you can absolutely, of course, use it for your entire life, your dream life, whatever it is that you want. But we're just talking specifically about her right now. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right back. Thank you. 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Pam. Yo soy el rey. Ah, okay. But yes, 5 minutes. Her. We're talking about her. Okay. This dream woman, this wonderful, immaculate creation of God. Okay. My queens. Okay. Think about, she's a queen, right? Her. 5 minutes. You're thinking about her. And then remember, you want to incorporate the feelings as well. The feeling of having her in your life. You want to incorporate the feelings of having her. You're thinking about her. You're thinking about her. You're smiling. You're feeling good. And you're generating that feeling of having her in your life. Okay, that helps you to draw her to you. Okay? That helps you to draw things to you, to draw her to you. It's going to help with that, because feelings are frequencies, and it's sending out the energy to help draw her to you, okay? So granted, she may not, pop up tomorrow, but you want to do this consistently. Like, this is a practice that a lot of us do. I love you right back. Thank you. this is something that you want to do. Like, I'm so serious. I mean, we do a whole lot of stuff. I'm clearly personal growth, personal development. I mean, it's everything. It's everything. You have got to constantly be working on yourself. You have to, and doing stuff like this. Okay, successful people, you will hear them say, they have some type of practice, whether it's, they visualize, they had a vision board, they wrote their goals down, they have routines, they have rituals that they do. And some of that includes visualization. Okay, this stuff works, man. It works. It works. Okay, so she is waiting for you, fellas. What are you doing to help call her in? What are you help doing to draw her into you, right? What are you doing? Because you can't leave it solely on the woman. Yes, I talk to my queens, okay? They, just like you guys have your own, I was going to say podcast, but you guys have your own segment. The queens, they get their own segment, and I talk to them. So I'm going to tell the queens the same thing. They need to put themselves out there. Somebody who I like is Jack A. Daniels. He's Marshawn's wife. Marshawn Evans. They're down in Atlanta, right? And he always is posting, for the ladies specifically though, he's always posting, ladies, he can't find you in the house. And I was just talking about that to a friend yesterday. And I was like, remember, he can't find us in the house, okay? He can't find us in the house. And I'm like, we have to make sure that we're putting ourselves in a position, right? So you just want to like be out. Like, you can't be in your house all the time. Trust me. Adulting, I am with you. For men and women, trust me, I get it. The adulting this is serious business. Okay? Adulting ain't no joke. but that's no excuse for not getting out of the house at sometimes, right? Even with our crazy schedules, trust me, like, you can't just barricade yourself in the house. Like, how do you expect to meet people? And not necessarily that you're even going out like with an intention, like, oh, I'm going out to find my wife today. No, you just want the energy, the energy of going out, getting out there, meeting new people, because you never know how she's going to come to you. You absolutely have no idea how your woman, your future wife, future life partner, your next girlfriend, okay, whatever you are looking for, you don't know how she's going to come to you. You have no idea. But if you're in the house, just like the ladies, gentlemen, how do you expect to find her? You guys have to do your part too. She's waiting. She's waiting. The queen is, we're sitting on our thrones. Okay, we are sitting on our thrones waiting for you. Yeah, yes, I always get out of the house. You're right. See, Mom Pam, she knows. She knows. Yes, you have to get out. Like, come on, come on. Like, I'm an introvert, but I have like extrovert tendencies when it comes to like daredevil stuff. So I don't know what that makes me, but trust me, I get it. I am perfectly fine. I wouldn't say like I'm not okay with like necessarily, of course, like Netflix and chill, of course not. But like, I'm perfectly fine with a glass of wine. My people know I am perfectly fine with a glass of wine, and like just chilling with really good people, being around really good people, small group of people, like at home, glass of wine, some good food. I'm cool. I'm happy with that. And so I imagine there are a lot of you who are probably like me and are fine with that. But that's no excuse. We still have to get out of the house and, go meet people. Something that would probably be helpful, men, is to go on Meetup. I talk about that on the podcast a lot. I always bring up, is that my Lori Bory? Is that Queen Lori? I think that's Queen Lori. I talk about Meetup. A lot of people apparently don't know about Meetup. Like, it's a free website. I mean, some of the groups, they do charge. But most of them don't. Like, they're just meetups, and you go out and you meet people. Some of the groups are co-ed, so men and women are in the groups, you know what I mean? So you have no excuse. Hi, Laura Murray. That's the birthday girl. That is the birthday girl. Makes you a daredevil. Wow, that's so funny. A daredevil introvert. Okay, I guess so. I'll take that. I will take that. Yes, I am the one that will jump off the cliff into the water. We actually did that. Lori was there, Juan. We did that in Mexico. In Mexico. So yes, introvert with extrovert tendencies when it comes to the daredevil stuff. Yes, yes. But regardless, yes, you have to get out of the house. You have to get out of the house. It is not. You cannot leave it up to the women, gentlemen. Okay, you guys have to be doing the same thing. If we have to get out of the house, you have to get out of the house. Okay, we have to put ourselves in a position to be found, and you have to also put yourself in a position to find us. Okay, so again, she's waiting. The poem is called She's Waiting. What are you doing? What are you doing, gentlemen, to help draw her to you? What are you doing? And from a mindset standpoint, do you even truly believe that she exists? Do you truly believe that she's out there? I mean, do you really even believe in love? Because these things matter. The reality of the situation is, if you don't believe in love, if you don't believe that she's out there, you have this mindset, all women are something negative, that all of that, that's energy. You're putting all of that out there. And so guess what you're going to get back? All of that same energy. Yeah, you're going to get all of the same energy back. So you've got to become conscious of that. Like, what are your beliefs? What are your real thoughts and beliefs about her? And the manifestation, you drawing your future wife or your future life partner to you. What is that? Like, what are your real beliefs about that? Because all of that matters, gentlemen. And you guys are kings. Hello, you are my kings. Hello, my royalty. You are part of my tribe. Okay, so I know you guys are good. Hello. God gave me the divine inspiration to write this, and the intention is, for me, had to do with the good men, because I know there are so many good men out here, but we all just have so many different things. Oh, hey, 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 Drew. We have so many different things going on, negative conditioning, negative beliefs, that are affecting, how we show up, how we show up in the world, whether or not we even get out of the house, whether we date, whether when you do go out, if you even decide to talk to a woman, because that's a whole nother thing. You getting out of the house and you go somewhere, but then you're not even talking to women. That's a whole nother thing, gentlemen. Like, I know some of you are, let's see. I know some of you are, you don't have real talk, okay? Honestly, you just don't have the confidence to talk to some women. You don't. And one of the things that you can do, because if you remember, I did a Facebook Live, I don't know how many, couple weeks ago now. It's on my YouTube page. You guys can go to the YouTube page. And I believe I did it on the poem Confidence. You have to have, confidence. Some of you want a confident woman, but you guys aren't confident yourselves. Like, again, she's waiting. She's waiting for you to get out of the house, okay? And then you go out and then you don't talk to anybody. That's counterproductive. That's counterproductive. And you're going to have to be honest with yourselves, gentlemen, about why. Why are you not talking to women? Do you have negative conditioning that you need to become aware of? Do you lack the confidence to talk to women? And if so, that's okay. It's okay, but you have to acknowledge that truth first within yourself, so you can then try to work on changing that, okay? Baby steps, it's okay. But, I mean, if you're gonna go out and not talk to any women, that's really just as, I guess you might as well just stay home, because you went out and you keep going out, but you're not engaging with women. How are you going to call her in? Like, how are you going to meet her? Like, if you're not talking to us, hello, like, you've got to talk to us. And I get it. Rejection is something that men fear. I fully understand. See, look at that. Scared of rejection. We were just talking about that. I know. I get that. I really do. I get that. But you know what? Like anything else in life, think about it. You just got to dust yourself off and try again. Like one woman turns you down and then like you allow that to be the entire basis for the female population? No, no, no. You guys are kings. Come on. I mean, you're good men. You're good men. You have good hearts. I mean, come on. I get that I get that no one likes rejection, but you know what? Successful people, the people who are successful now, you know how much rejection they face and have faced in their lives? You know how many no's they've received? You know how many no's that we get as entrepreneurs? Do you know how many no's we get before we get a yes? Like, that's rejection. But if you're focused and you believe in your goal, in your dream, or whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you don't let that stop you. You keep going. So it's the same thing as far as a relationship and this wonderful woman, this wonderful queen that you rightfully deserve, okay? You rightfully deserve, okay? But this wonderful queen that you want to attract into your life, okay, wow, one woman said no. She's not the only woman out there. There are over 7 billion people on this planet, you guys. I've said that to the women. There's over 7 billion people on this planet. One woman said no. Like, come on, come on. I mean, I know your egos are fragile, but like, come on, gentlemen. Come on, come on. Like, too many people desire. Yes, too many people desire love and they want love, and all of us are worthy. We're worthy and deserving of it, but there are some things that we have to do. And if we're not even putting ourselves in a position, we're staying in our house, we're staying in the house and we're not getting out. And even if you do go out, if you're not talking to anyone, that is all counterproductive. It's all counterproductive, okay? So one, get out of the house. I fully agree with Jack A. Daniels, okay? Get out of the house, okay? I did not say go turn it up every weekend. I'm not into clubs like that. That is not what I said. I said, you have an option, meetup, meetup.com, MEETUP, meetup.com, okay? I normally have told the ladies to put in maybe about a 20, exactly. When one door closes, another one will open. Exactly. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Exactly. Meetup.com. I normally tell them to put in about 20 miles, like a 20-mile radius, okay, of wherever your zip code is. And so you may put in, for example, women's social, women's night out, okay? For the men, you might put in, I don't know if they have like men's night out, but you might put in, either you could put up like maybe men's social, maybe try men's social, see what comes up for that. But there's so many groups, and it depends on what you'd like to do. Like, that's a great way to meet people. Like, sign up to groups that do things that you like to do. Don't just like do it for shits and giggles. Like, actually sign up to groups that do stuff that you like to do. And you'll be surprised how you meet people. Like, again, you be putting the energy out. Like, you don't know how you're going to meet her. You don't know how you're going to meet her. Okay. I just got back on a different dating app myself. Excuse me, on a different dating app myself, because it's a resource. I don't know how I'm going to meet my future husband, but I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting the energy out there. I'm meeting people and I'm open to it, right? So you have to be open, because you don't know how you're going to meet her, but you certainly have to be doing something. Action, like you have to be doing something. So staying in the house is not going to help you. But then if you go out and then you don't ever talk to anyone, that's also not going to help you, gentlemen. So you can't come back and say, oh, all women are, mean. We'll say mean. All women are this, all women are that. Like, no, you're just not talking to women. How about you be honest with yourself? You're just not talking to women. How about that? Okay. Confidence. You're going to have to increase your confidence, but that's something that you have to work on, and you have to be honest enough with yourself to recognize that, you know what? Yes, I'm not confident as I'm not as confident as I wish I was. How can I change that? Okay, how can I change that? YouTube has a slew of videos for both women and men. I imagine if you put in YouTube search in the search bar, increase confidence for men or how to increase confidence, I'm sure a video will come up that you can watch on how to increase your confidence. If you go to Amazon, how to increase your confidence, or like put in confidence for men, I'm sure a whole slew of books will come up on how to increase your confidence as a man. Okay? The information is out there. The information is out there to help you. You just have to look for it. You just have to put the time and effort and invest in yourself, okay, to make those necessary changes in your life. Just live your life. It will happen. It will happen, but you have to be taking action. You can't just sit back and not do anything and expect her to just, drop in your lap. Like that's just not reality. Like we have to be moving. Like miracles happen in movement. Like no, he's just not gonna drop in our lap like that. And just like for the men, she's not just gonna drop in your lap like that. Like you have to be taking some kind of action. Like you have to be putting yourself out there. You at least have to be getting out of the house. That's just a fact. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. What's meant for you is for you. Yes, what's meant for you, Kings, is for you. That woman, she is out there. I believe she is out there for you. And I really hope that you believe that she is out there for you, because that's the first premise of her even coming into your life. If you don't believe she's out there, you're not going to manifest her. Okay. If you don't believe in love, you're not going to manifest it. It's just a fact, okay? But you do have to be doing something. You have to be doing something. So if you're saying you want love, right, right. Don't force anything. Absolutely not. Don't force anything. But you have to be talking. You have to talk to women. How are you going to meet her if if you get out of the house, but then you never talk to any women? Like counterproductive. That's counterproductive. Okay. So yes, absolutely. You've got to be taking action. Don't force anything. Okay. But in you being in movement and you getting out there and meeting people, like the energy is, it's moving and it's shifting, and that's what we're talking about. You want to be at least having the right energy out there for you to attract her into your life, because she's waiting. What are you doing? What are you doing to help with that? Okay? Because both of you have to be on the same frequency. You have to be a match. And if only one person is putting themselves out there, that's probably what's the holdup, right? Because it's only one person, and you can't just put it on her, men. So again, both of us, both of you, you've got to both be putting yourself out there. Interestingly enough, I don't know if I told you guys, but I do a husband audio. So whoever, yes, my future husband, he has a shitload, excuse my language, but he has a whole load of Lord, audios that he has to listen to, because I do like a dear future husband thing, right? And so in I told him in the most recent one that I did for him, I was like, you know, babe, I just got back on this dating app, and I'm putting myself out there. I'm doing everything that, I'm supposed to do to help draw you in as well, because what you are seeking is seeking you. And so I'm like, I too, of course, I've got to be putting myself out there, going through the process of us coming together. And I said, you have to do the same thing. I said, I don't know where you are, in time and space, and whether you're even in the US or you're not in the US, I have no idea where you are. Okay. But dear future husband, I'm like, you have to be putting yourself out there. So you better not be sitting on the couch expecting me to just drop in your lap. Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to do the work as well. You should be visualizing, you should be thinking about me, you should be praying for me. Like, you've got to be doing something. So that's what I mean. You should be doing something. Shy. So advice for someone who is shy. Okay. So for me, it goes back to the confidence. Okay. Read, read some books on confidence for men, how to improve your confidence as a man. Go to Amazon, okay? Go to Amazon and put in confidence for men, okay? Read some books on how to increase your confidence as a man. YouTube has videos. If you're someone that prefers to see a video, in the search bar on YouTube, okay? Put in video, because it's specific for confidence. I would put something more like how to increase your confidence as a man, or like I would put maybe men's confidence, probably for YouTube. Yeah, it's probably shortened for YouTube. I would put men's confidence for YouTube, or like video for men's confidence, and I'm sure something will come up. I'm sure something will come up. Yeah, because yeah, I get that you're shy. I do. But you know what? You're, you know, men like confident women and women like confident men, and you have it in you. You know, all of you good men, you have it in you. You absolutely have it in you. But you've got to work on that. You have to work on that. That's your work. That's your inner work. Okay, overcoming that enough to where you will, talk to a woman. And even if she doesn't like you, it's okay. There's, again, over 7 billion people on this planet. Don't let that one ruin it for everyone else. Okay? It is a process. Dating is a process. Okay? It's a process. Some of you guys are trying to skip the process. Okay? No, it's a process. Okay? Sometimes we have to, like I say, kiss. For the women, it's how they say we've got to kiss a whole bunch of toes before we get to the prince. And so I say, well, I guess, the men have to kiss a whole bunch of toadettes. They have to kiss a whole bunch of toadettes until they get to their queen, okay? It is a process. But you know what? Through the process, you learn a lot about yourself through dating, right? You learn a lot about yourself, what you like, what you don't like. Sometimes you say that, oh, I don't want a woman that, for example, I don't know, like she smokes or something. Oh, I don't want that. And then you meet a woman that smokes and she's like, she just blows your mind. And that's the only thing that it is. Who knows? You may be willing to overlook that because she has everything else. Or, woman with kids. And then you meet this beautiful woman who, has such a great relationship with her kids and changes your mind. You learn about yourself. You learn about yourself, right? So stop trying to skip the process. Like, it's a process, and really it's like a process of elimination, because really, you're dating, hopefully you're dating with a purpose, okay? Not for shits and giggles. You're dating with a purpose. If you want a serious relationship, something long term, or you want to be married, toadettes. I mean, think about it. I was like, toads, toadettes. But yes, I'm hoping that you are dating with a purpose, okay? So you don't waste your time, because people that date with a purpose, they date differently than people who are just kind of looking for whatever, or just kind of looking for fun, and they're not serious, or they're really not even serious, and they probably don't even know what they want. They date differently. Someone like me, and someone who's just looking for something casual and doesn't know what they want, oh, we're dating totally different. Trust me. I'm dating with a purpose, okay? So I'm hoping that you all, as the kings that you are, my kings, okay, I hope that you are dating with a purpose, okay? So increase your confidence, work on that, okay? It's not an overnight process, okay? Every day. This personal growth and personal development thing, it's an everyday ongoing thing, okay? Every day. For me, for people I'm, connected to, it is an everyday thing, okay? People who are where I'm trying to be, every day. Personal growth and personal development, that is an ongoing thing. You don't just arrive, okay? We all have stuff within ourselves that we have to constantly be working on. Cycles to break, limiting beliefs that we have to shatter and get rid of, okay? It's an everyday thing. So as far as dating, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's a process. Sometimes it sucks, sometimes it gets tiring. But you know what? Just like your goals and your dreams that you're trying to turn into reality, is she not worth it? I mean, you deserve all of your heart's desires. I mean, is she not worth it? We're talking about this woman that you dream about, think about. Some of you have, written down, or you may have a vision board. And you have your dream, marriage on there. Like, she's worth it. I know, and she's gonna be worth it. So isn't that worth it? That kind of love that you are worthy and deserving of, that is really your divine birthright. Is that not worth it? You can't skip the process, okay? You can't skip the process, okay? But what I definitely want to say again before I get out of here is, yes, increase your confidence. You've got to work on that. You've got to work on that. There's a lot of information out there for you all men. I'm just one of them. I wrote the book, but there's so much other information out there to help you guys, because you are kings. You are absolute divine royalty, and you're worthy and deserving of love, your heart's desires, everything that you're trying to manifest in your life. You really are worthy and deserving of it. And so when it comes to love, it's no different. And she's waiting, per the poem. She's waiting, so what are you doing to help draw her in? What are you doing to find her? What are you doing? How are you, as a man, positioning yourself as the king that you are to find your queen? What are you doing to position yourself so you can actually find your queen? So the two of you will come together, okay? Because it takes two. Takes two to tango. Takes two. Okay, she can't be doing all the work, and you're sitting at home. It's not. You're holding up the process. Okay. I said that to my husband, or future husband, on one of the husband audios too. I was like, you better not be the reason why we haven't gotten together yet. Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So what are you doing, honey? So it's gonna be so funny. I can only imagine for my future husband when he has to listen to all of those audios and hear me talking about that stuff. But again, putting the energy out, even just doing that. Some men, I've seen them post, they do like a dear future wife letter. I've seen that. Some men are writing to their wives, like dear future wife, and they're writing to her. So that's another thing. The point is, all of that, it helps to aid in drawing her to you and bringing her to you, and the two of you coming together. So a dear future wife letter, visualization. Yes, visualization. Like I said, even if it's just 5 minutes, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, you are literally just focused on, drawing the love of your life to you. You're thinking about her. You're feeling good and what it would feel like to, have her in your arms, and just to be able to love her and support her. And you have that also returned to you as well, to have that kind of love in your life. You're thinking about it, and you're feeling the feelings that go along with that. Okay. 5 minutes. Let's just say 5 minutes. Visualization. That works too. So we've got the dear future wife letter, visualization. Heck, I guess you can do what I'm doing. You can do dear future wife audios. I literally just record it like in my phone as if I'm talking to him. And then I just save it. That's it. You can do dear future wife audios. I mean, you can, whatever you can do. Like maybe some of you are artistic and you paint. Maybe you can paint for her, like paint pictures for her, that have to do with, like, dear future wives, this is what I did today, or I'm thinking about you. I'm a picture for her, something creative, because that's kind of neat. You know what I mean? Like, that's neat. Something totally different that she probably wouldn't be thinking about. Like, think about that, fellas. I want you guys to think about that, because that's kind of cool. Creative, like whatever your gifts and talents are, think about maybe how you can, yeah, thank you, how you can use that maybe in helping to, of course, aid in the energy of drawing her into you. Yeah, so like if you're a photographer, maybe you take pictures. You take pictures of, places that you're like, dear future wife, I took a picture of, this place because this is a place that I plan on visiting with you. This is a place that I want us to visit together. But you see, you're putting the energy out. It's something different. Haha, you see, you got to be thinking creative. Exactly. But again, she's waiting. Okay, she's waiting. What are you doing? My kings, what are you doing? What are you doing? The queens, we are sitting on our thrones, okay? We're sitting on our thrones. We're not settling. Hello. We're not settling, just like you guys should not. Queens don't settle. Kings don't settle, okay? If you miss it in the beginning, queens don't settle. Kings don't settle, okay? Compliments. They are compliments to each other, okay? And they are both available on Amazon. They're compliments, okay? So we're not settling, okay? We are definitely waiting for you, the right king. We're waiting for you. But what are you kings doing to draw in your queen? Because she's waiting, okay? She's waiting. And you deserve her, and she deserves you, okay? You absolutely do. You absolutely do. What you are seeking is seeking you, okay? So both of us have to be putting in the work. We have to be doing the work to manifest each other, right? Okay, but she's waiting for you, okay? You have to believe that she's out there. You have to believe that she is out there. The visualization, I stand behind that. I have my mind movies, like I told you earlier, that I watch usually at night before I go to bed. My mind movies, okay? A vision board, writing your goals out, or, so as far as love, writing out your, dream woman and what it feels like to have, how it feels to have her in your life. And, if you plan on getting married, if that's something that you want, you could write about your ideal dream marriage and, how the two of you are so in love. But you got to do something. You've got to do something, okay? Like he said, he can't find us in the house. And guess what, fellas? You can't find her in the house, okay? So you do have to get out of the house, just like the ladies have to get out of the house, okay? But when you get out of the house, you also have to talk. You've got to engage with us. You've got to talk. And don't let somebody who rejects you be the premise, okay, for all of the ladies out there. Okay, there are a lot of women that want kings that we're waiting for you. Okay, we are absolutely not settling, and we're waiting. We're willing to wait, okay, for the right man. Absolutely. Okay, so you guys have to do your part as well. You have to do your part. And so if you are shy or you're an introvert, maybe you truly know you don't have as much confidence, that's okay. Recognize that and own that. Okay, just being aware of that is critical, because now then you can then go and again say, you know what? Yes, I don't have that much confidence. Let me read a book on how to increase my confidence. Let me read a book on how to improve, relate my relationship with women as a man. There's so many resources. There are so many books and videos really out there for both of us, women and men. But yes, there are things out there, resources out there for you men that will help you. That will help you. How to get the woman of your dreams. Like, there's so much information out here. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And it's free. I mean, YouTube is free. I mean, come on. Come on. You might have to pay a couple dollars for maybe a book on Amazon, but really, we're talking about changing your life here. We're talking about, calling in the woman of your dreams, the love of your life that you're looking for, and of course that you're worthy and deserving of, right? Okay, so you're going to need to invest in yourself somehow. Okay, I read books. Again, that personal growth and personal development is ongoing. It is ongoing. Okay, I read books. I watch stuff on YouTube all the time. All the time. I literally just read a book so I could figure out some tips on what to give you, like what I just did. I just read a book on how men can increase their confidence. And he talked about actually really the same thing that I talked about in my No More Broken Records book. The very first thing in the No More Broken Records book, that chapter has to do with becoming self-aware. This is let's see, the No More Broken Records book, right? So that's on Amazon too. But yeah, becoming aware, self-awareness. He talks about the same thing in that book I just read. on how men can increase their confidence. Becoming aware of it, because you have to become aware of it. You've got to become conscious of it and own the fact that, okay, yes, I'm not confident. How can I start to overcome that? Because now that opens up the gateway, that opens up the mind to now look for how can I increase my confidence versus staying stuck. And so therefore you stay insecure and you stay stuck and you don't talk to anybody, but then you swear like, oh, there's no good women like that. No, 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 no. Mm-mm-mm. No, no, no. You gotta own that. Okay. You might be the reason why your love life is the way that it is because of what you're doing. Okay, maybe you just have some limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. So that's something that you have to work on. The shyness, that could be just a limiting belief that's attached to something else that you've got to heal within yourself first. Okay, so work on that. Work on that. Read books on how to increase your confidence as a man, how to increase your even self-love. I mean, self-love is not just for women. I know you hear that kind of tossed around, but self-love as a man. Men need self-love as well. You need to increase your self-love as well and love yourself. Okay. How to increase your self-love as a man. How to increase your confidence as a man. Okay. Confidence for men in general. Videos on YouTube. Okay. Literally, whatever it is that you need, you can find it on there. I'm telling you, there's no excuse. Okay. But the point is, you are worthy and deserving of love, gentlemen. You are my kings, part of my tribe. And I, will, of course, will be on next week, returning to talk to my queens. But I love you. I absolutely love you, my kings. You're royalty. You are divine royalty, perfectly imperfect, beautiful creations of God. Okay, men, we do need you. I don't believe in male bashing. My queens know. We don't male bash. And so for my kings, no, you don't queen bash. You don't bash women. That's not my tribe. No, we're more mature than that. No, we don't do that. Okay, we're a little bit more elevated in our consciousness, or at least working towards that. So we're not victims. Uh, we're not gonna point the finger and play the blame game and just bash the other sex. No, we don't do that. Not me, not my tribe. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so you deserve love, men. You absolutely deserve love. I hope that you do the work that's necessary for you to call her into your life, your girlfriend, your future life, your life partner, whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, but you absolutely deserve that. You deserve her. You deserve her. What you are seeking is seeking you. So she wants you just like you want her. But both of you have to be doing the work. Okay. So I will talk to my queens and they get their own segment just like you guys do. But this one is for you. The poem was based on, the reflection is based on the poem She's Waiting. She's Waiting, okay? Your queen is waiting for you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, gentlemen? What are you going to do? Okay, because it's up to you. It is up to you, okay? But I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will talk to you guys, I guess, 2 weeks from now, since it's every other week. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can listen to the podcast. Yes, it's Queens Don't Settle, but a lot of the principles that I talk about on there also pretty much apply to men. They pretty much apply to men. But yes, it's Queens Don't Settle. It's on iTunes, Anchor, and Spotify, like Podcast Bean, Breaker, something else. I normally let me see if I can quickly. I normally just put the links in. There it is. Yep, I normally just put the links in here because then Anchor puts all of the. Did my computer just freeze? Yep, it did. My bad. Yeah, Anchor. If you go through Anchor, it has like all of the other places that you can listen to the podcast. But iTunes, iTunes and Spotify for sure. The website, my website is queensdon'tsettle.com. Same thing. Let me see. Queens don't settle. Let's see here. Copy. queensdon'tsettle.com. No, I know some of you have on there. There it is. Yes, some of you have sisters and mothers and grandmothers and cousins and nieces that certainly can use the Queens Don't Settle book. But you also have friends. You also have friends and nephews, and I'm sure uncles and other men that could use the Kings Don't Settle book. So I don't think you can't have enough sort of light, positive love and light. You can't have enough encouragement and motivation because we live in such a negative world, right? You really can't have like enough of good, positive things that are, good and positive and encouraging. So yes, Queens Don't Settle, Kings Don't Settle, No More Broken Records. All of my books are available on Amazon, and they come from a pure place, a very loving, pure place. So yes, the podcast, my website has the links on there too. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, listen to the podcast, share with others. But men, I love you. You are kings. You are needed. You are absolutely needed. Okay, we do need you, and you are valuable and important. Yes, I mean the queens, we've ruled the world. Hello, but you as a king are valuable as well. Okay, you are absolutely valuable as well, and we do need you. Okay, what you are seeking is seeking you. She's waiting. What are you going to do? Okay, what are you going to do? Because it's up to you. All right, but I will talk to you guys in a couple weeks from now. I love you, kings. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Okay, but remember, you absolutely are worthy and deserving of love. Okay, but you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. You've got to put yourself in a position to find your queen, just like the queens have to put themselves in a position to be found by their king. Okay? She's waiting for you. What are you going to do? Okay? I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.